My name's David Thorpe. I'm visiting from England with my wife to see some friends in Kankakee, and I've been watching News at Noon.
It is high noon on October 21, 2010, and the Thursday edition of the Daily Journal is upon the streets. Mike Frey here with Colleen Loggins. And warning for the News at Nooners. On Saturday, there's going to be a disaster drill here, and what they're going to try to do, emergency personnel, is simulate a plane crash, a 737 crashing with over 100 deaths, and what they'll do to counter this type of thing. Why I say it's a warning, some people might think it's the real McCoy. It's not going to be. It's very important for the emergency personnel, but this is only a test run, Colleen.
Okay, so if I drive by and I see any, plane wreckage, if I drive past and I see that, I'm gonna be okay? I'm not gonna be concerned?
Hopefully it is just the practice run. What the personnel are concerned about with O'Hare and Midway airports so close, there's the possibility that this could eventually happen, like the train tragedy in Bourbonnais back in 1999. So they want to be prepared. It's very important. This is what they're going to do. But once again, it's only a drill. Okay. Speaking of a drill, an annual drill here at the Daily Journal is Steve Soucy, sports writer, prognosticating the football playoffs as the regular season ends and the playoffs begin. He does that again this year, Colleen, in today's paper.
I will say that I've, kind of been reading his stuff, and I really don't understand how exactly they come up with all the teams in the playoffs. It seems like it's really convoluted, and they could just put up a dartboard and start throwing darts at the teams, and they would probably get, the right teams in there. I really don't understand it.
It is complicated, but here's a simple hope for all the local high school football teams going to the playoffs. Good luck, and we'll go to the lower levels too. I hear some junior football teams, Limestone for instance, sending 2 teams into their Super Bowl this weekend. Good luck to all you gridiron people, high school and below. Are they going to have good weather to play football in this weekend, Colleen?
I don't know what the weather's going to be like, but I believe that Emily Zulz has the forecast.
Hi, this is Emily Zulz with your AccuWeather forecast. Today, expect a high of 60 and a low of 36, and it should be mostly sunny and a little breezy. Tomorrow, expect a high of 69, a low of 50, and it should be sunny. On Saturday, expect a high of 74 and a low of 58, and there's a slight chance of rain. And let's head back to the guys in the newsroom.
Mike, we were actually talking about football earlier, and there's Mike's mailbag question. It's from Leonard from Moments, and he wants to know, what is your favorite high school playoff memory?
Okay, well, Leonard from Moments knows I spent a long tenure here in the Daily Journal Sports Department and enjoyed it immensely, and especially enjoyed covering the high school football playoffs. What's my favorite memory? Back some years ago, the playoffs started on a Wednesday, not a Friday.
Wow.
And some teams would play in the afternoon and some teams would play at night, and I'd get a chance to cover 2 games in one day, and I liked that. And in 1988, during the afternoon, covered Manuka at McNamara, and that night covered Herscher at Coal City, and went with the WKN radio guys. Jim Brandt, who's now with the Valley radio station, and Gary Griffin, who's now an Olivet administrator out there. Just a great day. I remember a great fall day hanging out with those guys. We stopped for dinner. I can't even remember what I had. It was an Italian sausage patty served up like a sandwich. Really good stuff. But I have fond memories of doing that, and they continue to be fun. That was my most fond memory, though. 2 games in one day.
I like it. I can't really think of a transition to our last segment.
Well, let's just transition to the end then. You have been watching the News at Noon. You can subscribe to the Daily Journal by calling 815-937-3322. You can also pick it up at the newsstands. And so until tomorrow,
stay informed and go local football teams.
There we go. All right.
Sometimes your stories have frosting on it. You just make frosting on it. You just make them really good.
Well, thank
You can take an ordinary event and make it really good. In other words, it's like 50 days.